Alola everybody, it's Techno here. Today I'm going to show you how to get the cell battery in Pokemon Black and White. You can start off first by visiting Opelucid City, but this method is very convoluted, so stick with me here. Opelucid City will look different depending on the version you're playing. In Pokemon Black, it will look like this, a little more futuristic. In Pokemon White, it will look a little more old-timey. Either way, you want to make your way to the building north of the Pokemon Center and go upstairs. This is where all the action's going to happen. In here, you'll find a man and a child. The man's name is Time in Pokemon Black, and in Pokemon White, his name is Bach. And both people want a Pokemon that knows the move Charge from the opposite version. So if you're playing Black, you need a Pokemon that knows Charge from White, and vice versa if you're playing White. The best way to do this is to visit Nakreen City and go to the right over here into Route 3. You have to pass through the gate into Route 3. In this grass here, you have a 20% chance of finding a Blitzel, and literally every Blitzel will have the move Charge here. So just catch the first Blitzel you find, and then of course, once you do that, you can verify that it does have the move Charge. Now, reminder, this needs to be in the opposite version, so if you're playing Black, you need to catch the Blitzel in White to trade it over to Black, and that's exactly what I did. I did it on 2 separate DSs. I caught Blitzel in both versions and traded them to each other in the other version. Regardless, in Pokemon Black, when you speak to Time, he wants to return to the past and make an apology to his father, Bach. And he informs you that he needs a Pokemon that knows Charge. And if you show him that move, the machine will work. And he's going to come over to the machine and initiate the charging of this machine, however it works. And he connects to the past and gets one line with his father, Bach, which I don't know what happened with him. The child indicates that there was an argument and he wants to say an apology, but he doesn't even get to say his apology. The time wears off. The machine dies down and runs out of power. Regardless, he thanks you for this by giving you the cell battery, and then gives you a pretty wise piece of information here. So he's going to give you your Pokemon, of course, and then he's also going to give you the cell battery, and then he tells you that it's not worth living in the past. Focus on the present. You can't change the past. It's pretty good. Now, because I want to give this a little more attention than a normal walkthrough guide video that I do, I want to show you what it looks like in White. So this is the room in White version here. And again, I traded the Blitzel to each other, and now this is Bach, and the kid across the table is Time, because this is in the past now. And he wants the same thing. You give him a Blitzel that knows the move Charge from Black version this time, and the same process kind of goes on. He initiates the machine. He makes a very brief connection with in this case, it's the future, and he doesn't get any communication. He just gets to see that his precious kid, Time, is growing to be a wonderful person, and then, of course, the connection dies, and he doesn't get to do anything with that. It's really, really cool, really unique dialogue here. Now, this kid is Time here, which is the adult in Black. He doesn't say anything super interesting here, but it's just really, really cool. Regardless, if you don't have both versions, you can still get the cell battery if you really want to by visiting Nimbasa City. And from the Pokemon Center, you can make your way to the Battle Subway, which is a big fancy building in the center of the city here. Inside, you'll see a pretty large circular pathway. And from the orange staircase you enter from, just hold the up button and go into the first room on your right. In here you'll find a kiosk that sells a variety of rare and useful competitive items in exchange for a Battle Subway exclusive currency called BP. Now here they have the cell battery for sale at 32 BP. You can buy as many of these as you want, assuming you have the BP for it. But there is another option than the trading thing, since most people won't be able to pull that off. But man, that was just such a cool thing. Making this video was really fun. I just had a great time. So that's how you get the cell battery in Pokemon Black and White. If you're interested in more free-of-fluff video guides like this one, go ahead and click the playlist that's on screen now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, Techno's out.